What's up, everybody? It's Jeffrey Lyles welcoming you to another edition of Lyles Movie Files. Joining me, he will be joining me very shortly, but I'm here right now. Little bro had to take care of a few things, but he's home. Told me he'll be on in a few seconds, which is great because before we get into all the movie stuff, just seconds before I went live, the nice FedEx driver dropped off yet another special bunch of goodies for me. And while I'll talk about it in greater detail tomorrow, I'm so excited because bam, they just got here and very hyped about that. Of course, is adding to the pile of stuff to review for 2025, but I don't care. G.I. Joe Classified series, classic stuff. So good times had by me. Let's say what's up to everybody here in the chat hanging out with me. Snake Eyes. Howdy, partner. How are you tonight? Lawson Wallace. What's up, Lawson? What's up, Jeffrey J's Chief and Lyles Movie Files gang? Hope you all are doing well this fine Wednesday night. It is going pretty solid so far. Everything's set up a little different now. StreamYard has all this cool stuff, new features, including the applause. I live for the applause, so I'm really excited to see that. Like button engaged. Love to hear that. Very cool. And Jalen Parks wants effects. Bum city bum 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 bum. They want effects. What up, man? King Elector, royalty has arrived. The king is in the building. What's up, y'all? What's up? Maurice Phillips is here as well. Good time zone, all. What's up, Maurice? MLC Turtles in the building as well. What's going on with you? My FedEx package is touring the Midwest, as long as it's not an award tour. But when you get these figures in hand, oh man. I went to a Target today and they were unloading. One of the employees was unloading a big, those little pallets that they don't really have on a pallet. They have on their little doohickey or whatever. Excuse me. And I saw G.I. Joe. I was like, what is this? I couldn't figure out what the box was because they already had the Desert Scorpion. They had the police officers. They had a lone blowtorch. The solo packs always seem to go by so fast. I'm surprised somebody at Target doesn't order more of them. And then the retro rock and roll Vipers Cobra Commander. So I was like, what is this? And then I was like, hey, would you mind opening this? And the associate did open it for me. I was like, oh, right. The 2-pack. The first one that I saw, the paint job was pristine. So I was like, I really hope I didn't pass off a perfect paint job with Steeler and Short Fuse only to get a bummy one. But fortunately, no issues there. So my G.I. Joe collection is going to greatly expand. There's so many figures I have to open, and I'm gonna have to fix the entire thing. I need those. Me too, King Collector. I mean, it's amazing. Weird. The stream looks normal on my computer, but the video feed is vertical on my TV. Huh. They have an option. That was one of the things I was mentioning. So I can see what you see now, and I'm not blind. Yeah, so it does look different. It is. I don't know why that's. I figured it would show vertical on phones. That's what I thought it was going to do, but it's not. Odd. King of Lighter, I'll be at Target tomorrow looking for that 2-pack. I bet you will find it. It didn't look like, I think it was 4 to a pack, so it'll work out. Let's see here. It's a good pack, King. They did a good job with these. Yeah, they did. Michael Solis running solo just for a few minutes. Jace is just he had to help his wife out with some stuff, and he is getting settled in. He should be on very shortly. Oh, got it now. I guess YouTube offers 2 versions now. Yes, and that's why they have the option, because YouTube was like, hey, we can offer this feature for you. MLC Turtle. Friday, I'm heading to Iowa for a small G.I. Joe convention. I already have a shopping list. Nice. My Steeler and Short Fuse arrived yesterday. Nice, Lawson. What'd you think of him? Jago, how are you? Damien, hi from Chicago. How are you, Damien? So Chief was actually in Chicago on Sunday to watch the Bears and the Giants play. And, of course, he was thrilled, and also thrilled with the results on Monday, where the Giants decided to boot their former coach of the year, send him packing. But yeah, baby Sammy, hopefully you take care of that bee, my friend. King Collector, the screen is wider. We can see more of your shelf. Seems like, oh, that's cool. Like to see that. Man, and Chief actually beat Jace. Oh, Chief, what's up, my man?
What's going on?
How are you? I was just telling Damien from Chicago about your escapades up in the Windy City, watching your favorite team
Oh
battle
yeah,
against the Bears and Caleb Williams.
oh yeah. It was cold in Chicago this weekend, but I went to Portillo's, got me an Italian sausage with the peppers and the onions, uh, and I had a good time, man. I had a good time. Chicago's always a vibe, so
Nice. So besides the cold, it was nice.
yeah, it was. I mean, I love Chicago. So hold on. Now, what do you got going on with this screen here?
Oh, I wanted to see what it would look like if you saw that too, with me messing around with the vertical presentation.
Oh, because I'm
But I
like
see.
doubling myself.
No, it's all good. I just want to see how it looked with two of us on there. Oh, let's see. The vlog 123. Hi. What up, Millie? Mark A. What's up, Movie Files gang? Greetings from the Mark Cave. How's life in the Mark Cave today, my friend? So, Chief, I know you're up in Chicago. Did you happen to watch anything new over the weekend?
Let's see. What did I do? Oh, I feel like I watched something. So what was and I can't remember, but I don't know if I've watched anything new. Like, so I didn't go to the movies or anything. I'm trying to think. I feel like I've watched something within the last few days, but
Yes. Nothing relevant. So I'm in my last few days of Disney Plus. As we talked about a couple shows ago, the price is gone beyond the price I can follow. So I'm going to be out in, I think exactly 7 days from now. So I am busy on my list of stuff that I was reviewing that I did not finish, trying to knock it out before. Because I think what I'm going to do whenever they decide to put new content on there that I'm interested in, I'll get that 1 month deal. But yeah, I'm not really. It's one of those things where I paid for the year, and I watch it because I have the option to do it. But it's not like, oh man, I'm really missing out if I didn't. You know what I mean?
uh, it's funny that thing has priced you out. That damn Disney boy.
It's $200, Chief. It's just
It's a lot of money, man, for a streaming app.
and a wild thing is they haven't offered like a new show next month. They're putting out Wonder Man, and man, absolutely nothing on that has made me think, well, I got to keep Disney Plus for Wonder Man. That's not
It
working.
did look boring though, didn't it? Like,
Yeah,
did it look like he was even doing it? Like, it looked like a regular dude, you know. Yeah. What was that joint from Supergirl? Like Jimmy Olsen in a costume running around, which I thought was
a
so
Guardian.
crazy.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean,
Uh, yeah, because the Wonder Man, it didn't look like he had powers. It just looked like he was running around in a costume.
he didn't even have a costume on. That was the thing. He was just like a regular dude chilling, running
Regular dude
around.
running around in a costume is called Batman.
He wasn't even wearing a costume. He was just running around in a jacket.
Yeah, it might be like a little cheesy. I don't know when my Disney subscription runs out, actually, man.
I know you got to renew it, so I understand.
I don't know what I would do, man. To be honest with you, I don't have any idea how I'm going to carry that thing when it comes to it.
Hey man,
$200. You know, it wouldn't be so bad.
What up, bro? Shot.
Hey,
got here late. It wouldn't be so bad. What, Chief?
If the other streaming services weren't trying to break you either. Like, I think I paid for Paramount Plus. I think the Paramount Plus was like $150. I want to say it's like it was either 130 or 140, $9.99 or something, 139 or 149.99 or something for a year. Then you pay what, $20 a month for Netflix, right? So I mean, you're paying $200 for some of these things. So I guess if you're paying for Disney in monthly installments, I guess it's not going to hurt as much as a $200 payment, because I mean, $20 a month, that's $5 a week on that. I mean, you're not gonna really miss it going out per se, but that chunk is where it gets you. That chunk. And no one likes to pay that chunk.
I actually prefer to pay the chunk so I don't have to worry about it. I'm like, here, but they haven't done enough. I mean, the biggest stuff they put on there is Fantastic Four. I'll just run to the store and get the Blu-ray or 4K, $25. And the next thing that they have that I'm interested in, and I'm really like, oh, I can't wait for this, is X-Men. And they said it's coming in the summer of 2026. I'm like, I'll see y'all then. But until then, it's best that our time has come to a close. So in my time period, and I want to make sure I respond to Lawson here, I don't think Disney's content warrant their prices to begin with. So I passed on them before. Not shocked that they're raising prices. That's Disney all around these days. Yeah, it's that weird thing of, well, the people who are here are just gonna have to pay more to shoulder the load for people who cancel. I'm about to be one of those. So I'm not shouldering anything. I don't care about the shareholders. And I'm not interested in paying for somebody else's 8th condo. Yeah, I'm good. I'm just gonna worry about paying my mortgage. Jalen, funny thing, Disney has plenty in their catalog that I like. But the main selling point for me when it launched was The Mandalorian. And that's gonna be theatrical now. Yeah, I was seeing that a lot of people were saying, yeah, I've only got Disney Plus for The Mandalorian, and they were showing the last season that's been on there, which is funny. But I think what happened was the price for it was reasonable enough for the content they were putting out. But over the last year, it's been like, yeah. And they have jumped the price so much where it's like, no. Bro Shot, welcome to the show. How are you doing on this fine Wednesday?
Good. Thanks for looking up. We're podcasting. It's a good day.
Good deal. Yeah, it absolutely is. Yeah. And I feel like Max has more stuff that I haven't seen that I would rather watch. So I'm keeping them. And that's still $5 thanks to my phone plan, which that's $5 a month. So I'm fine with that.
Because Max, like I said last time, Max will give you a new movie that you want to see or had not seen probably once a month. And now that they're doing the Welcome to Derry, it's all right. At least Disney. Max is almost doing what Disney was initially doing. They would run one streaming show, and then once that streaming show was off, there was another one coming right behind it. Now Disney has got, when they basically asked Marvel, hey, we need you to stop flooding the zone with bad content that nobody wants to watch, and it's dragging down our box office results. They didn't come up with the next property like any of the Fox stuff to make up for it. I mean, even Alien Earth shit is not a true Disney property that you could stream once a week on Disney Plus, but at least it was something good. It was like, hey, it was 8 weeks or so that they could have had something on there. So I think they're losing the market, and they're going to find a lot of cancellations in the next couple weeks or a couple months.
When is The Mandalorian coming back? Are they saying the movie's a finale? They haven't. It's just the movie. And they're not doing, of course, the TV show until after the movie. I have no idea. If 30 years ago, if Mando was a terrestrial TV show on ABC, it might have made sense. Lawson says, 2 of my friends are dumping a lot of these services lately. The money crunch that people are feeling right now is real.
That is true.
And that might be true. For me, it's more of a, you're not giving me enough value. Like if they're putting out content that I want to see, I'd go, that's rough, guys. But here you go. They're not putting out anything to warrant, jumping up the price so much. Because if they were, it'd be a totally different story. But they're not doing anything. Want to charge more.
I mean, and not getting into politics, but after this Jimmy Fallon suspension, you saw a lot of people cancel, and people have not come back. And as you said earlier, they're trying to have more of the people who are still on the ship pay for everybody else's freight. I mean, that's just not feasible. You have to give people an incentive, like, hey, we know we are done wrong, so we need to figure out how to keep you guys who are still happy and give you a discount almost for sticking around for during the tough times. But trying to, hey, we're gonna need you to come off a little more bread. Bad call, bad looking, not reading the room in the economy. It's just gonna get worse from here.
Yes. So in doing all that, I'm looking at a few shows that I need to finish, and I am so thrilled and my perfect coach on The Voice to say, I have finished What If? And boy, man, my life feels so much better for having been able to say that. Gosh, it has been many, many, many months since I watched the penultimate episode. And boy, wow, I really forgot how much I disliked the show on its tail end. And that season finale was like, here you go. For all the reasons why you weren't excited about watching me. And so next up on Disney Plus, I have queued up something that I have waited years. I would say waited. I have not gotten to, cared about, but since I know this will not be available anywhere else, I have the Inhumans series finale waiting in the queue. I'm gonna knock out all this stuff that's just been hanging and waiting. So next week when you see me, I might look a little less happy. So
did you finish Agatha all along?
I've got that, but it's more episodes of Agatha than the one and done of these other shows. So I've got 4 more episodes of Agatha. Inhumans, yes, there we go. So I've got a mission and a goal, and I will have it done before the end of next week.
I'm so sorry.
It's all right.
In Obi-Wan's voice, I'm so sorry.
Well, in another one of Obi-Wan's voice, I have done this to myself. And that's way more of what it's like. Jamelin asked you a question, Chief, and I'm curious if you have seen this movie so we can all talk about it. Jamelin asked, Chief, got a topic idea that you might be into. Predator Badlands got me thinking about good PG-13 horror films. I'm gonna write that down for later. But Chief, did you see Predator Badlands?
I did not, but was it a good PG-13 movie?
I really did not feel like there was anything to the movie that had me going, man, this would be so much better if it was rated R. I didn't, because they don't have any humans, and I think that's the main reason why they went with PG-13. Because with the violence, if it was human blood gushing out, spraying out, being dismembered, or body parts being dismembered, it'd probably be a strong R. But because it's just robots, I don't care. And aliens, nobody cares. This is green blood. It doesn't matter. Yeah, it was solid.
So it was a decent movie then.
I really enjoyed it.
Okay, well, see, that's interesting to hear, because I have gotten off of the Predator train, like that whole Aliens Predator train. It's just it just kept feeding me the same thing over and over again. And I just got tired of eating it. It's almost like just why I don't watch Michael Myers movies or Jason movies anymore. It's just the same. It's the same thing. You know what I mean? Constantly. So to know that maybe it's a new concept in there sounds like, sounds pretty good, man. Even though I did semi enjoy the one with Adrian Brody. I semi enjoyed that. Only because of Lawrence Fishburne's character had me crying, laughing, talking to himself. But as far as
exactly, Prey?
Nah. So that was that was. How was it? Was it good?
Dude, you're talking from a position now of not having watched the good stuff that they brought out there to appeal to lapsed fans like yourself. Yeah. Prey was excellent, and
that's the problem. That's the problem with bad movies. You don't
But
go.
you just said Predators
movie,
was good.
yeah, what Predator movie took you out of the series? Was it Alien versus
I'm just
Predator?
saying they just do the same thing over again.
Prey is not the same thing, and
So,
Badlands is not the same thing.
You know, the first Predator, of course, was pure awesomeness. The second Predator, Danny Glover, I ain't really
Last
enjoyed
week,
that.
somebody said Predator 2. They were saying Predator 2 was actually really good. I thought Predator 2 was really bad because I really like Predator 1. I'm almost wondering, is it something we need to revisit to see if Predator 2 was as bad as we remember just because it wasn't Predator 1?
Yeah. I mean, they brought him to the city. And Gary Busey's always a trip to watch, right? But I don't know. And then it just kind of went off the rails. Then it was Alien, Predator, Predator, Alien, and then that story kept multiplying. I don't know. I just somewhere in there, I was like, I was okay with not seeing them, and then being okay with not seeing something, mutates and transforms into, another movie, and then you don't care about it anymore. So maybe I need to go and catch up. It's almost like Terminators, right? After a while, the Terminator concept, it became the same thing kind of over and over again. I think at a time, it comes a time you can run a good story into the ground.
I think with Terminator, their problem, was they have fertile ground to tell the story, and they want to keep telling the same part of the story over and over. Like they could have made a lot of money and a lot of Terminator movies, shows, whatever on John as a younger adult into leading this rebellion, because it was, here's the Sarah Connor Chronicles. Okay. And then the next movie we get, it's a fully grown adult John who's doing everything. I mean, it's like, they love doing prequels. That was a perfect prequel ground to tell. And instead, now let's go with John's life changing. It's like, stop. You have the perfect time period of which to tell Terminator stories. You don't have to revisit it. You don't have to do all this other stuff. This is your landing zone, and you can just do as much stuff as possible and consider the endpoint, which from Terminator, to be the end of the Terminator series. But you don't have to rush to that.
But here's the thing: we all. I think I am, and you guys all, feel free to jump on me. I think I remember the first Terminator says is the humanity's first victory against the machine. It's not saying they won the war. I think they say it's the first victory. So even the time after the Terminator is still a fertile ground you can go with, like the actual war of John Connor against the machines after that first victory. I mean, if you want to do it as kind of a movie flashback where, hey, I'm trying to, gosh, I mean, hell, even like using almost a damn Back to the Future thing where you see John Connor and somebody else who is not Reese has been sent back to make sure everything just kind of stays the same. But, something happens. Oh, we've lost this commander. Shoot. I need you to
I think to what Chief is saying, Terminators don't need to go back in time to do anything. I think that is a point where it's like, all right, great. Oh, look, they're coming back. They're naked. We've done 3 movies. We don't need any more of that.
3 did that. I mean, this is why. It's hard for me. Like I thought Salvation seemed like a good leap for the franchise because Salvation. I'm sorry, but Terminator 3 was like, hey, they tried to take out John Connor, and then the second one, and then third one, they tried to take out all the lieutenants because these are his boys. Oh, all the chiefs. Like that makes sense. And so trying to do it anyway. I mean, if you don't want to go in that direction, the formative years is the best. You got options there. I mean,
what up, Rick Cage?
Yeah. Well,
let me ask you something. So, because we talk like, okay, so they're going back in time, but what if they did a kind of like a time in their time where they were fighting the Terminators, like in real time.
Yeah,
that might have been a decent movie.
That's
But
the
they
movie.
seemed like they seemed like they never really. It was always focused on one person, one thing. I think they should have done like almost like a military movie with them, with John Connor, right? Infiltrating the Terminators or whatever. They could have done several movies like that. It kind of reminds me of, and forgive me for going to this territory. I'm just going to touch and then touch out. I just want to put a foot in and foot out. I would have loved to see a 1 through 4, 1 through 5 Clone Wars with, after Phantom Menace or whatever, the Clone Wars with Anakin and the guy, the actual guy who played Anakin and whatchamacallit, and instead of that one movie they did of the Clone Wars, and you kind of saw it from but there's a lot of adventures within the Clone Wars that they could have done movies off of. And I think they could have done 3 or 4 movies, maybe more, with Clone War adventures.
I think they're talking about potentially doing that. Because it would have followed Attack of the Clones, which kicks off the Clone Wars. That's the second film. But the Clone Wars cartoon is everything from that point till the third movie.
But not cartoon form. They could have done.
No, I got what you're saying.
But I think so. But I always feel like they always left something on the table, and I feel like with Terminator, Predator, they keep throwing the same concept. They kept throwing the same concept at me, kind of.
Okay, Chief, let me say this. I'm agree with everybody. Go see Prey. Tomorrow night, watch Prey. I think you'll have a different opinion on what they did. I think after watching Badlands, you will also get this isn't the same rinse and repeat format. Like, okay, this is something different. I'll see. I can't guarantee, but Prey, excellent movie. You'll want to watch. You will rep that movie. We're not overhyping that movie. It is what it is. That is a really good movie.
And Prey is probably one of the better franchise reboots, or not reboots, like jumpstart. Like, this thing is dead. I want to try to jump it, and it just sparks it back. And I like Predators, the Adrian Brody one. I thought that was fun, but Prey is on a different level. Prey is more of the original Predator, and like for a generation, they're probably gonna hold Prey up like we do the first one. I'm trying to find this comment. Oh, Michael Solis. Excuse me. Is Predator even good, or is it just nostalgia? I don't remember it being well received at the time. I feel like at the time people liked it. I rewatched it, I want to say like a couple months back, and still enjoyed it. I mean, it is an 80s action movie, and Arnold Schwarzenegger, if he's not the perfect action hero, he's darn close to it. And him, Carl Weathers, got Action Jackson in here, and the Terminator teaming up, and it's just great. They've got Jesse Ventura, who is all in on being an action hero. It's just a fun movie, and if anything, I think they could have kept the crew around a little longer. That might be the weak spot of it, but I really enjoyed it. And Prey is awesome. Badlands is really, really good because it's not the same old thing. Badlands could expand to a whole other trilogy. It's so like, wow, you guys can do a whole bunch. Jace, you saw it. What did you think?
Yeah. After watching it, I was very much like, okay, this is a good movie. And I didn't even notice it was a rated R until you guys mentioned that. I was like, oh yeah, it really doesn't need all of that other stuff because it's full action. I watched it in IMAX like you suggested. Very worth it because the screen is super expansive. Really good use of 3D. I like that too. As you mentioned, you're going to point points. You're actually going to laugh. You're like, I didn't expect to laugh in a Predator movie, but I am laughing. That was a very sensible use of a joke. And the fight scenes are really good. And I think let me see, Maurice. Yeah, Maurice said like they do expand the culture, so you actually like, okay, I didn't know I wanted to know what these guys were about, but I think I will sign up for a couple more. What is Yucca culture like, and how does these things happen? Because at the end, there's room for growth. I mean, there's definitely room for a sequel. I don't know where if they're gonna make it, but definitely I would recommend if they do it, I'll go watch it after this movie.
So the director has already said that he's talking to Arnold Schwarzenegger about showing up because he is on a roll, and he was like, well, depending on how Badlands does at the box office, we'll make another. He's like, I got a third film in mind, but yeah, it's so it opened to 80 million globally. That's the best the Predator franchise has ever done. And that's really great, of course.
Here's the thing. I don't know if you have, again, I think you don't have access to it, but the Predator animated gives you the way that they can make that third movie.
Oh, well, there's lots of ways they can make that.
Yeah, so it's really, when you were talking about it last week, it was like, I can see that happening. There is just because of how the endings of Predators, they work really well. So it's okay. Yeah, let's see what happens. All right.
It should have. Terminator Salvation was a huge misstep because it was like, why are y'all doing this? This is not the way to go. And let's go back to Michael Solis's comment if I could find it. Darn it. Let me see. I cannot, of course. I'm trying to find it. And I honestly think the original is legitimately the original Predator. It's not deep or anything, but in my opinion, they're perfect. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Predators and Aliens are top tier sci-fi action flicks. 100%.
I will agree with Chief. Aliens seems like it could definitely hit the point where it's you're getting too close. You've roar out every which way to scare me because I'm used to it. I do think Romulus revitalized a lot to me in that regard. I think Alien Earth definitely put me on. Okay, you guys can expand this universe. Go.
Chief, did you finish watching Alien Earth?
No, I've watched. I think I got through the first episode, and I just never touched back down. Not that I didn't like the first episode. So maybe this week I'll try to get to it or something if I can.
All right. Well, maybe this will help motivate you. It has been renewed for a second season, so there was a kind of this is a really good way for this first season to end, not a great way for the series to end. So it's going to keep going at least for one more season. I don't see, based on what they did in the first season and what they allowed to happen, if they could actually tell the story in another season. I think getting renewed for second season is basically, we've renewed you for season 2 and 3. So I think you can watch it with full confidence that they're going to keep telling the story. And by the end of that first season, which I did watch, yay me, on time, it's really good. And I think after the end of it, you're going to be like, I want to see more Alien Earth. And it's a TV show, but I think some of those episodes, especially one, I'm not going to tell you which one, so you're not looking forward to it and be disappointed. But I think it's as good as some of the movies we've seen. So good stuff on that end.
Technically speaking, Alien Earth is rated R, and definitely deserves its rated R. But yeah, Predator. Was it Badlands? You didn't need it. It's like, but for Alien Earth, you definitely need that rated R, like mature audiences only. Even without the language, you needed to see everything you're expecting of an Aliens show.
What's good, Henry G?
Henry G.
Okay, so you watched that. Jace, I didn't have 2.5 hours. I could not squeeze it in. I did not watch Frankenstein. Chief, did you watch the Netflix version of Frankenstein?
You know what? I saw it earlier. I did not get to watch it. How was it?
Jace, how was it?
I think the first half of the movie starts off really strong. Oscar Isaac is really good. The story they're telling is really good. I think it tells you early on. It's okay, this story and then the second story. I think the second story is a little weaker only because I'm trying to. I mean, you once the first 5 minutes, you think you know what you're seeing, and then the second time it tells you a different story, and it's just not as good to me. I think the cinematography is really well done. I get that Del Toro was happy to make this movie and getting the $120 million budget he got, but this movie it should have been seen in theaters. It should have been an IMAX movie. I'm watching this in my, nice TV, but it definitely, the colors and all the pictures, what he put into it was definitely cinema worthy. You need to see that in IMAX to really appreciate it. And then, like I said, I was glad I watched it at home because I needed that break. It's like, okay, 2.5 hours, I'm good, but I think it drops off a little to me. I'm sorry.
It's funny that you say, "Oh man, this is so long, 2.5." We used to watch that all the time. That used to be a regular movie length. I think the movies just aren't good enough for 2.5 hours now. Not that, oh man, I can't make it through 2.5 hours.
Because I guess without. I mean, I mean, it's like I think I know the story of Frankenstein. That did not tell the story of Frankenstein that I'm used to. It tells you a different story, and is one of few. I'm almost willing to give it another watch to see, now that I've heard about it, if I can figure out everything.
So, Chief, based on Jace's very similar to Nosferatu endorsement, how fast are you going to watch Frankenstein?
Not probably at all, man.
Man.
I know he was triggering you talking about cinematography and it being 2.5 hours.
Well, the cinematography, that's for you guys, you cinephiles. But that damn Nosferatu.
I was truly actually thinking about you at the end of the movie. I'm like, I wonder which one Chief would like more, this one or Nosferatu.
Neither of that stupid stupid ending. It's just, that's just, I think you should be able to just slap somebody for wasting your time for watching a movie, 2 hours of a movie, and then it just ends stupidly. And everybody's kind of looking around like, what? I think the director should float down from the ceiling and you just get that's 2 hours I'll never get back.
I mean, and funny thing is, Maurice Phillips, this is how it really was. They said it was a dream come true. Now it's like, wait, now that he's got the dream come true, what does he have? He's been trying to make this movie since 2009. So that's 16-year quest to make a movie and get it seen in front of all these people. And then it's done.
It's garbage.
What do I have? I mean, it's like, this is my white whale. I was trying to make this, and now I made it. What's next? Like, I don't know about that. I'd almost rather not get it made, just so I can be like, all right, technology, it's just not ready for it. I'll get it later. But now that you got it made, it's like, okay, what's next?
Michael Solis says, I enjoy the movie. I just remember people complaining about it when I was younger. For example, I'm a huge fan of the Star Wars episode 1 through 3 for my entire life until now. All I heard was complaints. So, Michael Solis, you definitely weren't talking to me. I really was like, why are people I've defended Attack of the Clones for so long. And I understand why people don't like Phantom Menace, but I'm like, but Palpatine, no. Qui-Gon Jinn, Darth Maul. I mean, I get you don't like the Gungans. I won't sit here try to defend them, although they're not awful. And I mean, they've got cool characters. The whole setup for beginning this war is great to me. Pod racing is probably the longest scene, and I'm just like, that's the one where I'm like, okay. Even the Gungan stuff, I'm like, whatever. But the pod racing scene takes forever. But Attack of the Clones, I've always loved that movie. I thought Lucas was pushing up against the technological boundaries with it. I mean, some of the CGI doesn't hold up now, but I still really, really love that movie. When I go to open doors, I don't do it through another one. I go through Obi-Wan and Camino. Yeah, And of course, Revenge of the Sith is just awesome. So I'm with you. And then Loston said it might be an age difference thing. Older Star Wars fans are not as appreciative of the prequel films. I can say I will never be appreciative of the sequel.
Here's the thing. George Lucas is not, he's not trying to, he's like, hey, I make my movies for 12-year-olds. I put a lot of subtext in there, but I truly actually am making my movies for 12-year-olds. And I can talk about the Vietnam War, and I can talk about the Nixon administration through the vehicle of a movie that I talk about to 12-year-olds. So if I'm not saying you got to be intrinsically get it, but it's, oh, this is an enjoyable movie. Then you're like, oh, I'm starting to get some of these other concepts. And I think the older generation was so mad that, it's got this silly, stupid humor. I don't like it. And it's, yeah, but you like C-3PO and R2, and they're just different vehicles now. And then after Attack of the Clones, it went back to them as the humor. Oh, okay. And, I don't believe this Anakin guy. Oh, he sucks. It's like, okay, as I always say, so you were never the dude trying to talk to the older girl. Because I was always that guy. I fumbled so many times talking to older girls. I did it all the time. So I totally understood. Anakin's like, I'm good at this stuff, but I suck at this part. And then if you looked at the deleted scenes on an Attack of the Clones, it's even better. And if anybody talks bad about Revenge of the Sith, I just end the conversation. It's not worth your time. Just do something else. If they're hating on that movie, just go elsewhere, man. Enjoy yourself. So, no, he did not. I will not spoil the ending for those who want to go see it. He does not.
Is that the son? I lived for thousands of years, but I'm not gonna go.
I don't know what this death had, but he was enjoying it. It didn't seem like a good use of his life.
Maurice says, my problems with the prequels were basically Jar Jar, and Padme and Anakin didn't have any real chemistry. I think that's kind of sort of the point. Like, both of them have not had normal, regular childhoods. So they're parroting, mimicking what they think a relationship should be like. That's why they have so many problems with it. Anakin doesn't have, he's basically taught to not have intimacy with people. And the only person he had any closeness with is his mom and the crew back on Tatooine. So he's just like, I don't know what I'm doing. Padme was raised to be the queen. And it's not like she had a bunch of dudes hollering her while she was a queen. Then she became a senator. So both of them are awkward around each other. They grow up together awkwardly as a married couple. They can't even have a marriage in front of people. So they don't have any counsel. They're just, I don't know what we're doing. And I think that kind of plays out over the course of their relationship. And I've always thought that Anakin is a bumbling mess around her, because why would he know how to talk to girls?
The other aspect is you have the whole Jedi Council is telling you are awesome. Except the council, hey, you're okay, kid. But go handle our light work on this Clone War. But everybody else knows you're awesome. And this is the one thing they're not equipping you to do at all. So this is the one thing he has to figure out all on his own, and nobody's telling him. Obi-Wan, his mentor, is got the most. I can't really tell you what I'm doing with Satine, but I'm just telling you why it doesn't work out. But I'm not telling you. I should be telling you how to. Hey, you should embrace, life versus not living a life, because you're a Jedi. You're supposed to be a monk and hermit.
Also, Obi-Wan is just naturally charming and charismatic, and he's able to shut off his feelings for Satine. Anakin is not able to, because he grew up loving his mother. And Maurice, that's their whole thing. They are so different from any other couple. Not like we see a bunch, but compare them to Han and Leia, totally different. They're both like, yeah, I'm feeling you too. And they're like that, but they have no way of putting those feelings into proper words in action. They have to hide their whole thing. And because they have a long distance marriage, because he is a soldier dealing with his own PTSD from the death of his mom, Like they start their marriage and he's off to war. So they're like never around each other. I mean, their whole thing is doomed from the start. So just I don't know. I really like those movies, and I've been like, oh man, he's telling such a great deal. Henry G, and that's what makes Anakin's fall so believable. He didn't know how to deal with his feelings for Padme. He already had experienced attachments and he couldn't turn it off. Right. And Palpatine knew this young kid will buy anything I'm selling because I'm the only person who's telling him how great he is without any like limitations, no restrictions. You want to do that? Go for it. You should be on the Jedi Council. You're a master, dude, and I'm going to make you one if they don't do it. So Palpatine was basically the daddy he never had, and Qui-Gon might have been that father figure to him, but he gets killed. And so, I mean, dude's growing up with all kinds of trauma and tragedy. Palpatine is right there doing what no one on the Jedi Council did. And Obi-Wan's treating him like a big brother. Don't do this. Mom and dad didn't let me do this. So you're not going to do this either. So the biggest thing he could do to rebel is get married. And he's experiencing all kinds of things that none of the Jedi are. So, of course, you could lose your woman. Oh, heck, I'm not. What do I need to do? You need me to kill some young ones? I'll do that. I can't lose her like I lost my mom. And by the way, the rest of the Jedi cannot do something that Padme is doing for me.
I mean, remember the other thing is Palpatine is not Palpatine isn't really his dad. He's a devil on his shoulder. He's like, God, I mean, yeah, don't worry, you are better. I mean, he in Attack of the Clones, he's like basically like, man, you're better than all the Jedi. I don't know why. I mean, he's giving him every negative feeling. He's feeding into it. He wants them like, come on in. Like, I don't have to get. I mean, says I don't have to train you to hate the Jedi. The Jedi will do that all themselves. All I have to do is just give you a nudge. You're better than them. They're holding you back. From the first time you see Palpatine and Anakin, he's feeding into it. He's like, I've been working this lane angle for years. You're better than them. Just let it ride. And then eventually you'll come on here hating them and you'll become the Sith.
And the other thing with that is the Jedi Council has these misgivings about Anakin, and they don't do anything about it. They go with their youngest Jedi Knight. You train him, and we'll barely pay attention. Oh, shoot, a war's broken out. Send this kid who we think is the chosen one out to the battlefield with no care whatsoever. It's just like, go do your thing, just like everybody else.
And then we'll give you a Padawan too, which you probably shouldn't have because you aren't a master either.
Yeah,
you're throwing your PTSD onto your Padawan, who's going to further screw you over with the Jedi because she's like, they're idiots.
Palpatine was a firm believer in never stopping your enemies while they're busy making mistakes.
I know. We see that in real life.
Yeah, he was totally doing that, and I love how all of it makes sense. And yeah, I love how that all made sense. And then if you're going back and forth, if you're watching the order, it's like, yeah, the Jedi in the old configuration didn't need to exist, and Yoda and Obi-Wan, as they're trying to mentor Luke, are making some of the same mistakes, which is why ultimately Luke breaking free from what they tell him ends up saving the galaxy. It's like, you guys are wrong. What you've said, what you want me to do is not right. I can save my daddy, and I'm going to do it.
I probably can't even kill Vader if Vader doesn't have good in him. I know that. Like, I'm not trained to be a Jedi. He and Palpatine should destroy me. So I have to do what you guys didn't. I have to embrace all of the Force to actually have a chance of beating him.
Mark A says, I think episode 2's only fault, or at least the main one, was the pacing was off, since it was a setup piece for the Clone Wars. We spent the whole movie waiting for the actual fighting. It's interesting because I never really looked at it from that perspective, because it's Phantom Menace has to set up the groundwork for why this war starts off. Then we have, here's why the war gets started. And I think they have a lot of cool action stuff in between. It feels like a very Star Wars movie where it's here's action sequence here, here's an action scene, here's another one, here's a really big one. And I think the best part about it is it's not a bunch of split off fights like you saw with Phantom Menace, which has 4 battles playing out concurrently. This one's really focused. Here's a battle of Geonosis, and it's not like they're going into outer space. There's no Ewok battle. There's no lightsaber battle. It's just here. Everything is occurring right here in this planet, and here you go. And to Chief's point about, hey, we need to do some more stuff with the Clone Wars. They've teased doing a little bit, and they're fine doing de-aging for Hayden Christensen and Ewan McGregor. And really, those are the only 2 people we need to see on screen. I guess, I mean, Samuel Jackson didn't look much older, huh?
You need to see Rex. He takes his helmet off all the time.
I mean, they can CGI him all day.
Yeah.
And, we got Ahsoka, and we can get old girl, Ariana Greenblatt, to play her. No problem there. So we're all solid. Speaking of solid, as a rock, what up? How you doing, Javon? JK.
I'm doing very well, gentlemen. How are you?
Can't complain. What's up, David Thanos?
Thanos. All right, gentlemen. This is where I step out. Javon, good to see you. I'm glad you came on.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate it.
I will say my good nights.
Peace out.
You know what I mean?
Palpatine was a genius. He was a masterclass in playing the long game. He was a man behind the Empire and the Rebellion and made a clone army in between. Absolutely. Hopefully they'll get back to the real story. Which real story? Oh. I don't think we can do that anymore. All right. So J King, we were talking about a bunch of stuff. And on Monday, I went to go see Now You See Me, Now You Don't, the 3rd installment in the Now You See Me trilogy. I really enjoyed the first one. I love how they do all the stuff and how they're making this big semi-convoluted plot point. I think his device just said it's not connected. I guess he was fiddling with something. Anyhow, so they set up everything, and to me, it makes sense. I read a bunch of reviews, heard from people, oh, it doesn't make sense, and it's like
this movie doesn't make sense.
The first one.
The first one makes sense. What are you talking about? Like, it's a new world. They set it up very well for a new world. Like, just pay attention to the end. They set it up. No, actually, they set it up in the first 5 minutes, and then I don't even say they misdirect you in the second one. I mean, like in the second half of the movie, it's a magic show. Like, pay attention. You're not going to catch everything, and then they'll explain everything at the end, which they do.
So, like that one. Second one, woo.
Okay, you're the reason I didn't watch the second one.
You haven't watched the second one?
No, because you said, "Hey, don't watch it." I unless it's something I really want to see, I tend not to fight people on that. No, I'm going to prove you wrong that this movie didn't suck. That's what was kind of all right. Let's see what happened. What in a nutshell didn't work on the second one?
Sure. Excuse me. Really enjoyed the first one, says Chamberlain. Note the first one. So the issue to me with the second one is the first one is all about these 4 magicians who get thrown together to accomplish this greater task. And over the course of that first movie, they've got really good chemistry. And I don't know if you can fake chemistry with a cast. It's just kind of a natural thing. And I think with the first one, Jesse Eisenberg, Woody Harrelson, Isla Fisher, Dave Franco had excellent chemistry. And I bought them as these magicians who came together, developed a bond, got tight, got close, all that stuff. And the second one, just as the film's going into production, Isla Fisher realizes she's pregnant, has to drop out of the movie. And they replaced her with Lizzie Kaplan, who is a fine actress. She's solid. I've enjoyed her in basically everything she's done except for Now You See Me Too. Mm-hmm. And the reason for that is because they go so hard to be like, she's not just standing in for Isla Fisher's character. She's totally different. So she's more like of a David Blaine type. Ah, look what's coming out of my eye, my arm kind of magician. More of a shock one, but she's also too silly. And that dynamic wasn't needed with the cool magicians. Like, she doesn't make any sense in a magical unit with Jesse Eisenberg's I'm the smartest guy in the room, J. Daniel Atlas. It doesn't make sense why he would associate with her.
Woody Harrelson was kind of the look at that, like the fun magician.
Yeah. You know what I mean? He's like, he's like, that was pretty good.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, like that. And I like the, again,
and
like,
her character is so, it feels like the writers are trying so desperately to make her the funny, quirky, kooky one. And that dynamic doesn't work. Daniel Radcliffe is the main villain in the movie, and he is really cool in that because he's playing over the top. If you got an over the top villain, you don't need that dynamic from one of the four horsemen. So it's just like, I don't know what we're doing.
And I mean, the weird thing is, I've if there's one guy I really appreciate his career, it's been Daniel Radcliffe. He's like, yes, I played Harry Potter, but I am not going to be. You are not typecasting me in Harry Potter. I will do what y'all need me to do. I am not getting typecast. So he's been fun.
He's back now, I think, sort of, kind of.
And he's gone.
Don't. The second one though seems forgettable. It's very forgettable. And
do you need to watch the second one to understand the third one?
You would need to, yes.
Okay. All right. Okay. Do I need to watch the third one?
What do you say?
But do I need to watch the third
one? There's the rub. Oh man, the screen is displaying. So YouTube has a new thing where they have a vertical display. I believe you can just shift it off of your vertical view to go with the regular view. I have to watch it myself to see what's going on.
Oh, that's what's going on?
Yes.
That's what I mean. Like, we have two versions of ourselves on the screen. It's like,
I just took it off. You can hide it if you're seeing the whole way. It's just show vertical, and you can just hide it. So it makes it all squared away for you.
Okay.
All right. Are you straight now? JK? Is the audio sounding straight?
All right.
It's still out. Really? Now we can't hear him. Oh boy. Okay. I don't know what's going on with him. All right. Anyway, so the third one feels very much like a TV show where we've got to replace Rudy with young and cute Olivia. Right. He's doing his own magic trick, Ryan. It's wild. So yeah. So I think the real problem, the issue they've got with it is they're so focused on, we've got 3 young, hip magicians and we're going to give them all the time. And they're going to be the absolute best at doing everything possible. They're amazing. And it's so incredible. Look how awesome they are. They're so much better than the characters you care about. For a third film in a series, maybe you could do that. Maybe. But the issue is, this is the first sequel with the original 4 Horsemen, which makes it kind of a problem because it's like, I just want to see Isla Fisher back with Jesse Eisenberg, Dave Franco, Woody Harrelson. I don't care about these 3 new additions to the film. And I feel like the movie could have worked a lot better if these new 3 were playing opposite of them. Like, the bad guy in this one is Rosamund Pike, and she's great. She is really, really great in the movie. And she's got the South African accent, and she's a diamond magnet. She is just so good in the movie. And she is by far my favorite performer, easily. And I think the problem is we got 7 people on the good guy side. We don't need 7 people on the good guy side. We just needed 4. I think if they had shifted, put the 3 new magicians over with them, they would have been great. And yeah, it's been wild. So yeah, it's been something. Didn't she already do the diamond thing? Well, this time it's with a South African accent, so it's totally different.
Yeah,
That was eternal. I do like Rosamund Pike. She has a kind of cold sinister thing. I think she would have made for an awesome Emma Frost. Before it was like she's a pinup model, but I think she's got that icy demeanor that would be perfect for her. Like she's so good at it, and
she's smart. I mean, she plays smart characters. I mean, because I'm sorry, I love her character in Gone Girl. I'm like, man, she's a work, man. But in the James Bond one, it was very much, oh, okay. If you wanted this, you wanted this kind of character with this gravitas and can actually sound like she's smarter than a lot of the dang on people in the room. Perfect, because as was it January Jones from First Class? It was like I get why you cast, but that wasn't the way to go for this character. I mean, she just was not there. Just oh gosh, how much is the paycheck?
I don't know if it was the writing or what, but it was just like, okay. She couldn't do much, but I don't know if it was the script or her performance. It was just like, all right.
Yeah.
But anyway, for this one, she's by far the best one. And Jalen, I really wanted a 3rd sequel after the first 2. I just think they waited a bit too long. Is 3 good enough to make me care? I would say no. Like if you liked the first one and wanted to see another installment after the second one, because it was like the first one was 2012, I want to say, or was it 2015?
It was before Hulk, right?
It
was before Avengers.
I think that is correct.
Yeah.
So
I think that was
no. The first one was 2013.
Yeah, because that was like after Mark Ruffalo. Like, oh, Mark Ruffalo's in this. Oh yeah, sure. Let me sign up for this. I'll watch this.
Then it's funny because they have, the IMDb, they always have like the 2 cast listing, and they have Jesse Eisenberg in common. The second one was 2016. So now 2025, it is a long gap between those 2. MOC Turtle, as I get older, my Jesse Eisenberg tolerance diminishes faster than Nico. I'm trying to remember who I was talking to. I think it was a chat just responding to something probably about this review. I think he is one of those actors. He's not necessarily, maybe it was you, MOC Turtle. He's not a traditional lead. He needs a very particular type of role to be the main focal character. I think the Now You See Me character was excellent for him. I think The Social Network, perfect. Zombieland, at least the first one, was great. He's got this neurotic kind of thing, and I think it works perfect. But if he's in other stuff, it doesn't always.
You didn't like Zombieland too?
I don't remember liking it that much.
Okay.
Thank you. I will check it out and see what I can do to tell everybody about it for tomorrow. I can see her as Emma Frost, and yes, Jay, she does smart well. The movie where she ran nursing homes is a weird, dark.
Oh yeah,
yes.
I'm just trying to help. I'm just here to help.
Yeah. So she's so good in this movie. I wish it were better for me to be like, oh man, you should see it. But it is really a problem where, like, I'm trying to think of a film like the Ocean's movies can have a large cast on the good guy side, and a bad guy could just be water too deep, and it works largely because they just keep playing mix and match with the different combinations of cast members, and it's like, who cares? They're all fun and they bounce off of each other really well. I wasn't invested in these 3 new magicians, and I keep saying it 3. So it's Justice Smith, Ariana Greenblatt, and Dominic Sessa. Yes, Dominic is the one that I did not see. And but yeah, I really wish they, and I'm always trying to go, well, how would I fix this movie? And I think they could have done a few options. I think the best one would have been the 3 new magicians are, we're so much better than the 4 horsemen. They challenge them, call them out. Then it turns out they're working with Rosamund Pike's character. So the original 4 horsemen has to try to rally to beat these new young punk magicians, because that's how I'm viewing them as an older viewer watching them, who's been a fan of the original film, tolerated the second one. Really just wanted to watch them, take these new kids to the woodshed, if you will, and show them how real true magic is done. We never get that. It is just like, oh, great. Yes, the cool new kids are the absolute bestest ever. They're amazing. They're spectacular. Please give us more. So, yeah, that was my take on the movie.
Interesting.
Yay. Thank you. I'm sure that's going to be an issue tomorrow. So you and Jalen can remember that. Please let me know. It was you. Yeah. He's definitely that kind of guy. I think Roz was more of a black leather Emma Frost, whereas Fox was finally trying to go with the yellow spandex Emma instead. That is a great way to put it. But I mean, she's a blonde, so I feel like Emma Frost does not have to be a hard character to cast if they want to go that route. But yeah, I think that's the way to go if you feel obliged to watch it. Because if you really like the first one like I did, you might get annoyed with some of the decisions. And I, of course, will not tell you those decisions just yet until people get a chance to see it maybe a month or so later, or after more people have watched it. But it's one of those deals. I just wish they would realize what the audience wants to see. In a movie series about magicians, you don't have to go to bring in the new guard so fast. It just doesn't matter. Rick Cage, how about the OG magicians get captured and the newbies have to rescue them, like the X-Men art?
Well,
that could have worked too.
But see, didn't that mess up? I mean, I think this is one of those times. I remember how Expendables Part 3 was. When they brought in the new cast of kids, you're like, no, I don't want to see the new kids and all the new sci-fi. I want to see old school 80s action. Then my brain is basically, chop suey. Like, that's what I want. I don't want to actually be high-minded, new technology. I just want to see big guns, guys getting choke slammed. Like, that's what I wanted. I think it sounds like Now You See Me followed that same formula and also made the same mistake. I kind of just want to see the old guys. That's what I'm here for. You don't have to try to jazz it up. Just come up. Again, I've just watched the first one. I remember like Morgan Freeman's like, here's what I'm trying to do. Just come up with maybe the end of the trilogy is just somebody, find something in that same vein. All right.
That is a great example. And I think it would be like watching the first Expendables and then going to Expendables 3. Like, what? This is not what I asked for. I just want to see more of what was great in the first film. And I feel like this doesn't have to be so hard. These magicians are robbing from the rich. Like, how is that not relevant now? And they're giving it to the poor. And they're screwing over all these billion. I mean, there's so many examples of bad actors they could use out there for that. And it doesn't have to revolutionize anything. And they work so hard to not deliver that. And the Expendables 3, but see, it's funny because I like Expendables 3. I like the new cast members. I didn't necessarily like the new blood in this film. But yeah, that is a great example. Jay King, have you enjoyed the Now You See Me films?
No. I agree with whoever said it. Jesse Eisenberg takes me out of everything. except for social media, Zombieland. Those are the only two movies I could tolerate. It's just I'm like Rob Riggle in Step Brothers when talking to Will Ferrell about his presence. Man, it's your face. It's your face. It's one of them. It's him, man. And look, I watched the first one. It didn't grab me from the beginning, man. I was like, yeah, this is an hour and 50 minutes or whatever the runtime is, and I won't get back. It just did nothing for me. It was like the National Treasure movies, or what was another movie series that you were supposed to like? It just
Whoa,
did
wait,
nothing.
how
Nick
you
Cage
wait,
catching strays.
why are we saying National Treasure wasn't good?
Because I didn't think it was good. I just didn't care for it. I didn't give a damn.
That was like Nick Cage's good movie. And then he had
Jason, die on that hill. Die on that hill. I'm not for it.
All righty. Okay. I mean, it's one of those. If you say National Treasure 2 and why it didn't get a sequel, I understood why that didn't.
Jace, those movies never grabbed me. I'm sorry. It's like it's one of those series where I know I'm supposed to like it. Like everybody likes these movies, but I don't care. Like that, and I know look, very unpopular opinion for most people. For me, it's what I don't care about Lord of the Rings. Don't care. Don't care. I don't care about Twilight. Don't care.
Jeff,
Hey man, that's what it is.
No, I mean,
Different
like,
strokes for different folks.
you know, I mean, again, I Twilight was one of those. I didn't know I was actually. I enjoyed it. I mean, I did think Kristen Stewart was the weaker link of it, but they had a really good cast around her. I think that's what a lot of those. I almost say they don't have to be top tier movies, but if you have a really good cast, I will stick around in the series longer.
Yeah,
and I think that's what happened. I mean, like with Twilight, it's like, oh, all the other characters, all the other players in this are really good. Like I still don't understand why they didn't cast Ashley Greene as Bella instead of Kristen Stewart, because she said
that's what took me out of. Kristen Stewart is part of what took me out of it. It's just it's your face. You can't have RBF the whole movie. I never got 1 ounce of emotion from her. I got tired of Robert Pattinson's whispering. Why is everyone pale? I get it. It's the Pacific Northwest, right?
It makes sense for vampires to be able to hang.
Everyone looks sick.
Well, yeah, that's why no one noticed they're sick. They're vampires.
I hate it. I was like, yeah, no, I can't, man. I'm sorry, y'all. It just these movies never did it for me. I never gravitated towards.
What's hilarious to me is how I've always watched the Twilight films and just like, all right. I mean, I have all of them, but it's funny listening to you talk about Kristen Stewart being the weak link, and I felt like she's playing a teenage girl, and I feel like most teenage girls can play a teenage girl.
3 of them, and they all suck. Okay, take it from me. I know they suck.
But what you're saying?
Watch my 3 and nothing. I would watch my 3 girls play themselves in a biopic. Screw them. No, they suck.
Anna Kendrick would have made for a great Bella, and so would Ashley. Yeah, it's like they have 2 better options in the movie.
Yeah, and the fact they're both in this, like, so were you trying? I mean, it's almost like it seemed like it was a conscious choice. Like, we want somebody who's not going to take too much focus, right? And this is why I mess with when I say I mess with, I don't actually like these movies. The 50 Shades of Grey. It's okay, guys.
That is porn.
I'm sorry,
old lady.
50. I mean, because the lead actress is like, okay, guys, you could have thrown. I mean, I'm sorry, you can throw a dart in a bar and you can find this girl. Like, no, no. I mean, just it's like if you were telling me this Christian Grey dude with all this money and all this stuff is picking. Wait, hold on. Whoop, that one. Like, nah.
But see, James, I got that charm for that one because she's supposed to be like every girl. Like, she's not supposed to be this smoking hot. whatever. That's the charm of those movies. Like you
It
just
could
pick
be
me,
you.
random go.
Exactly.
It could be you.
But it's so like this could be you. It's like, but come on, shorty. Like seriously, like I need you to have a little bit. Like I mean, because and the funny thing is, she's in another movie with Chris Evans and Pedro Pascal. So come on, guys. like I get it. Like if you want this is every woman, but not one the way to go. And the same thing with Kristen Stewart. It's like, Ashley Green's a better actress. You get that, right? Like, even if I get what you're trying to go with, or maybe I don't, but she's a better actress, and Anna Kendrick is a better actress because I watched her in Simple Favors, and it's like even her kind of neurotic kind of thing, she still gets more gravitas than what you got out of Kristen Stewart in that role. I mean, she's done other things as very much more of a teenage girl, but she still didn't bring that like, oh yeah, we can really sell this movie based on her acting.
We talked about that before with Anna Kendrick. I'm sure she is a lovely person. I've seen her on interviews, and she seems like a really nice person. And there's no disrespect to her, but she has the face of a total, you know what? It's her face. Like I said, I'm sure she's lovely.
Here's the thing. I think she would have been, Anna Kendrick's would have worked perfect as Reese Witherspoon in Election, because she has that. Yes. It's something. It's you are actually, she is really funny. You hear her rap, she's really funny. But if she wants to play that role exactly like her face, it's like,
oh, she could do it.
Gosh, okay. Yeah.
You know a movie I love her in? The one she did with Clooney and is it Vera Farmiga? Up in the Air, yeah.
Yeah.
But she was like perfect. She was perfect for that role, in my opinion.
I enjoy her. I like her.
Yeah. I like her. It's just it's her face.
the face guy, face man.
No, she just looks mean, and it doesn't work for every role. You know what I mean? When she has to look like, she's a, stuck up, or I don't know, just not a nice woman, a bully, whatever the case, that face works. Yeah, but when you're trying to be endearing and sweet, nah, that's not the face for it.
Yeah, she has it's her dialect where she actually comes off like just as not like if she's like I don't really know if I want you around with our crew. She has that face that she can hit that by.
Yeah. Totally. Oh yeah.
Right.
Book club is based on people writing for these shows. I like Anna Kendrick too. I'm a sea turtle.
I mean,
I like her. I do like her.
Yeah.
So let's see. Let's go to someone who is me muffin stone. And now she's competing with Sydney Sweeney for best see-through dresses. Now let's get into it. I was queuing that up. Ironic enough. So, man, Sydney Sweeney is taking it on the chin as of late. Her movie Christie didn't do well at the box office. It was It was, what did it make? 1.5 million.
A case of water.
5 million.
Taco Bell coupons, some extra hot sauce packets.
It was not great. And this movie had a budget, and I'm just pulling up. I'm pretty sure I remember 15 million, and it's not getting the job done.
Would they make $17?
1.5 million. Not great, Bob. And let's see. What movie should I go? Anyone But You. Oh, it might not have it. There you go. All right, Sydney Sweeney. There we go. I just needed to have this so I could say it straight up without relying on my memory, even though I'm pretty sure. I may have to just make IMDb my dummy of the week for their ridiculous, hey, let's try to get you to buy IMDb Pro. Why don't you just make some of this stuff really simple to get to?
No,
I mean, I don't need
you a dictionary. There's some stuff. I don't buy Pro versions of dictionaries.
Right. Not the year of our Lord 2025. Sorry. online.
Put on some
and-
ads, we'll be fine. Like it's okay.
Yeah, like come on, guys. And you're gosh, I'm only here for the convenience. Christy earned 1.4 million. I gave it an extra 0.1 million. And the budget was 15 million. I don't even understand how that movie would have been a $15 million movie, but it didn't do well. And Ruby Rose came back out of her shell to throw all kinds of shade at Sydney Sweeney.
Kinds of shade? Man,
I said all kinds of shade.
she was throwing haymakers.
Well, somebody needed to for this movie. Let's see. The original Ruby posted on Threads, which I still have not joined because I like to be stuck to one thing apparently. The original Christy Martin script was incredible, life-changing. I was attached to play Cherry. Everyone had experience with the core material. Most of us were actually gay. It's part of why I stayed in acting. Losing roles happens all the time. For her PR to talk about it flopping and saying Sydney Sweeney did it for the people, none of the people want to see someone who hates them parade around pretending to be us. You're a cretin and you ruined the film, period. Christy deserved better. Woo. That is like no punches pulled. She just went all in on her. And I'm trying to figure out what happened with this movie. I don't want to just say it was the ad controversy, but I feel like Sydney Sweeney is what's the tactful way to say this? I'll say it this way. Her biggest hit film was Anyone But You. And on the movie poster, she was not wearing a beater and shorts and wearing a few extra pounds and boxing gloves. And I feel like her rise to fame has not had to do with her being an Oscar nominated actress. It's people have eyes. And let's go back to what David Thanos said. Yes. So I think that's where her celebrity status is coming into play. And I don't know if she's at the stage of her career. I feel like maybe this is 20 years down the road where I'm going to do a serious film.
Okay, Jeff.
Right. Yeah.
Hold on. Because she did in the movie Immaculate, where she's a nun. I mean, so to her thought process, I am more than just my looks.
Let's see here, Jace. You want to know how much Immaculate did at the box office? Immaculate made 16 million at the box office. Domestic opening to 5.3 million. Worldwide, it made $35 million. So what is this telling you?
What's the budget? What's the budget?
I'm about to look it up for you. But again, if you're a movie star, that's not what you want to. So Immaculate's budget was $9 million.
Okay, see, so it made a profit. I mean,
have you seen Immaculate?
I want to, but again, now I mean, the truth is, you lose me with some of the stuff you do. Like, I mean, I know I'm going to jump your gun, but I was thinking about it. Now I know.
Go ahead,
okay, Javon. Okay, Javon.
Is there a disclaimer? Is there a disclaimer? Can I say what I need to say, Jeff, or am I under restrictions?
Put a slight cap on what you would normally say. Let's go with the PG-13, King.
Yeah.
Okay. At any point in this movie, does Sydney Sweeney show her best assets?
Her eyes?
Lower. Lower.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I didn't realize you were a feet guy.
No, actually, like right in the center, just below the mouth and above the happy place. That is her calling card. You are not Meryl Streep. You are not Emma Stone. You are not even Danielle Fishel. You are a set of jugs. That's it. That's PG. This is PG-13, Jeff. You know me. Y'all know me. Come on, man. She's a set of jugs, and I'm sorry. The ladies who watch our show, listen, I don't mean that in a derogatory way, but we know who Sydney Sweeney is.
Audience members.
Listen, the views of Javon King do not represent that of Lyle's Movie Files. Please ignore this jackass talking right now. But here's the thing. She's not. You're not watching the movie for her acting. You're watching it because maybe you get to see the twins. That's the whole calling card behind her. And I'm sorry, that's the honest take of it. They tried to doll her, not doll, but that's harsh. They tried to give her a serious role to chew on here. That ain't what you watching her for. I'm sorry.
I
I'm
mean,
sorry. It's what it is.
So I mean, let's be honest. When Jennifer Lopez first started, they were not, besides Selena. They knew what they were selling. And
Look, Anaconda had an obligatory booty shot in them. That had nothing to do with nothing. They just showed you in the first 5 minutes. You bought the ticket. Here's a treat. We're throwing you a bone. Now sit here and watch the rest of this hour-long turd.
Wait a second. Wait. You're playing with like Anaconda now?
Is Anaconda on your top 100 movies of the 90s?
I mean, I'd have to break down my list, but I didn't hate the movie. I mean, it's a movie about a giant snake. I can't go on with high expectations. I mean, they gotta be like low anyway.
Okay, granted that, but they didn't give you within the first 5. Why did Jennifer Lopez have to stand up in that see-through night? Why?
Again, because they
know what you're here for.
What you were here for. And again, we have changed in our culture of not getting the ultra audience what they're here for. I mean, hey, if you give you give them what they want, people will come.
They'll show up. They'll show up.
Watch phrasing, okay?
Yeah.
But so
they'll show up.
I mean, one of them drinks is like, if I am a 6'5", hell, I mean, if I look like freaking Alan Richardson, I know what they're here for. I'm not trying. Hey, if you want me to play, I will play the hell out of Reacher. And you know how much Reacher's going to keep paying me year after year after year. Yeah. Like, Jason Statham, I know what you're here for.
How many times have we to that point, Jace? How many times have we see Superman shirtless until Henry Cable?
Hey, and then after that it was, hey, bro, you want to play this role? You got, hey, come on.
We saw Ben Affleck shirtless,
and Ben Affleck at that point
was Superman.
Batman didn't have to bring it until after you saw Henry Cavill. Like, oh, we need to have our Batman look like he can actually go up against this dude. I mean, that's
Schwarzenegger.
Hey, Jamelin, I do you one better. Jamelin. Why do we need to keep seeing Jean-Claude Van Damme's ass? Every movie. Why? When he was at his peak, you got to see him in his form every time. It wasn't because he's a stellar actor.
What are you talking about now? What's happening? I mean, you firing shots at Anaconda. Now you're imputing the good name of Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Hey Jeff, this is just, we know what we're here for. Give us the candy, and had we done that with City, they'd have probably made a couple more nickels. Who knows?
Mm-hmm. Well,
yeah, Ryan. I feel like you're right. Like, this is a no-win movie for her. No win whatsoever. I feel like if an actress who's really done well navigating her career has been Jennifer Lawrence, because she started out with Oscar acclaim, and then she did her popcorn films. She fronted a franchise that started a whole revolution. Hey, did you know women can be strong in action movies? Not holding that against her. She was good in those films.
Yeah, great.
But they acted like it was a new thing. Then she did the X-Men films. Then she went back to doing Oscar films, got her Oscar, and she's had a great career. And Javon's not talking about, put a bag on her. And I feel like she's shown the way to do it. I don't know if Sydney Sweeney is that level of a performer where she needs to worry about trying to go for an Oscar right away. Now, I mean, whatever. It's her movie career, not mine. But I feel like Ryan, like, she's her agent should really pay attention to what they've got lined up for her next, because there's a factory at Hollywood where just in that pause, there's 17 blondes who stepped off the bus with dreams of being a superstar. and Sydney Sweeney can be replaced at any moment. So
Yeah,
I
if
feel
they
like
ain't
she's gonna
got
have to wait.
cannons like those.
The weird thing is Sydney Sweeney is one. Yeah, all right. We're not gonna be. We're gonna have to be a little blunt on this. This performer. Okay, she is here because she is different than a whole lot of other people.
Who are we talking
Right,
about?
Mo.
Sydney Sweeney is not here because she's a board. Okay, in Hollywood, that is almost a rarity now. It's most people are boards. If you are her agent, you're like, hey, dude, I know this is one of those moments. I have something.
The muscles from Brussels, baby.
Hey, Jamie and his
Bring it all in, Mama Parks.
Bottom tonight.
Hey, your mom's like, hey, you enjoy that. You enjoy that action, sweetie. Yeah.
You ain't never lied.
But Sydney Sweeney is like, you're on a rare air. I might lose you as a client because if you do something so stupid, they will replace you. Like Jeff said, the Hollywood. I'm sorry. For anybody who hasn't gone to Hollywood, it's worth going to. Because as I said, it's every small town in your little area, top 2%. And they are, wow, I didn't know people could look like this. It is true. And they got some regular folk too. But for the rest, it's the top 2. That but you gotta understand, they will replace you because if you do something that does not make us money, you're gone. So,
and Jace, you touched on that right there. You go out to Hollywood. Like you said, there's regular folk too. But when you're in town, especially when you're in like Rodeo and that jazz, the regular folk just get really ugly. Like us Reggies just get super ugly because there are some beautiful people out there.
yeah. I mean, again, you want to feel good, go to your high school reunion, go to your college reunion. Hey, go to your college, just you stay nice in your college classes. Go to Hollywood. If you think you are a 10, go out there, and that's when they make those jokes. Oh, you're a 7. It's like, I was a 10 in Hollywood. I was a 10 in Richmond, Virginia. Sorry, man, you're a 6 here. We got that model. And not understanding your position in Hollywood, if you're like a Sydney Sweeney or all of, it's you make money off everybody else liking you, not based on they have to buy in your likability. Jennifer Lawrence, very much people bought. She's a really good actress, but they also bought into her likability. Sydney, if you lose that way too early in your career, you have no chance.
All right, let's before we wrap up, I definitely want to talk about this because a rarity happened last week. I watched the new Tyler Perry movie on Amazon Prime, and in watching it, I realized I forgot to watch not the most recent, Duplicity, wherever that is. I know this is also a 2025 movie. I don't know how he's cranking out like 3 movies in a year. I commend his hustle.
He's like
his
No Limit,
drive.
man.
Right, exactly. Every week, here's a new No Limit quality.
New drop.
Don't care about that. It's a new release. Maybe if you're lucky, there's a good one in there. But I watched his latest one, Finding Joy, and the rarity. This time, I actually liked a Tyler Perry movie. I'm sitting here like, it was weird because I felt like I was being punked. There's no ridiculous chicanery. There's no foolishness. There's no bad wigs. There's no blue light just outside of the camera. There's none of the usual. Gosh, will someone do a quality check? Now, I'll tell you about one thing. But I was like,
you didn't say the name of it.
Finding Joy. I'm so sorry. So the premise of this one is there's this aspiring fashion designer who's working for a tool who's taking her designs, and her man is like, hey, you don't have any family, I want you to spend the holidays with me. I've got a big question I want to ask you. And she's telling her homegirls, "Oh, this is it. I think this might be it. I haven't put any pressure on him. I haven't asked him for anything. I haven't asked him to define our relationship." And I'm like, yeah, this way is working. And so she goes to Colorado, and it's not what she thinks. I don't want to spoil it for you. So she heads out and then gets stuck in this snowy environment. She gets rescued due to a pretty good, like, surprising little twist. And I was like, not expecting. And she ends up in this cabin with this guy who's kind of quiet. And then there's a big snowstorm. So neither of them can get out. The guy came to the cabin so he could be away from civilization. And so she is chilling with this guy. And over the course of time, it's a romance. I'll leave it up to you to figure out how it happens or what happens. But this was actually a good movie. I don't have to put an asterisk by it. I don't have to go, well, it was good for a Tyler Perry movie. It was good. And I was telling Jace, I feel like this is more of his lane, where he just does a romance, throws in some funny stuff. Now, Joy has two friends, and I think Tyler gets this close to putting a little bit too much of them in the movie. But beyond that, it's really solid for what it is. He's not trying to do too much, which I always feel is the problem with his movies. Now, I was saying, yeah, there's not the usual foolishness. And some people even commented on my review over at
LylesMovieTalk.com.
Thank you. That there was some snow that never seemed to melt. But I was thinking that because I'm always like, yeah, what's wrong with this movie? Because that's how I watch his normally, because like what foolishness is going to happen. But they made a point to go that it's really cold in the cabin. You got to stay around the fire. And I have gone outside in the snow to take pictures of my action figures in the snow. And the snow stays on for a little bit longer, even though I'm in a warm house. And I'm like, okay. I mean, he at least accounted for it with it's cold in the cabin. Stay next to the fire so you don't freeze. And I'm like, all right, if that's my biggest gripe, I'll get over it. I won't even mention it in my review. Yeah. But I really enjoyed it. And Jace, what did you think? My guy Henry G said, I liked it too. Put my wife onto it. Yeah. I told my folks and one of my best friends, go watch it. It's good. King Glider, never watching that movie. But Jace, what did you think about it?
Okay. I was watching the movie, and I think I probably got probably 45 minutes in, and then some stuff happened around the house. My wife's car broke down. But from the parts, you know how you can tell a Tyler Perry, because I as I was talking to Jeff earlier, I've liked his last three movies. I've liked the World War II one. I liked was it would you say Straws, Jeff? Straw. I like
Taraji P. Henson.
With Taraji P. Henson. And I was like, this one doesn't seem crazy, because even the twist, I mean, the start thing, in a typical Tyler Perry movie, this is where it's going to take you out of the movie. Right here, this is going to be so stupid. Then all right, it's over. I'm watching a comedy. I'm not taking this movie serious no matter what the subject was. That was actually fun. And then it goes on to like, oh, okay, this I got to them in the two main characters in the cap. I was like, oh, okay, there's something here. I'm probably going to finish it tonight, but it seemed like a good one, because I mean, you were talking about her two friends. I actually was laughing when her, I mean, and it was so, I don't know if Tyler wrote this movie and he just had no, but he must have had actually people over top of him overall like, no, don't do this. I know, I get it. It's worked so well, but how about we not do that this time? Okay, all right, I'll take it out. And they were the two friends to me were funny because some of them said exactly what needed to be said. And it was like, okay, like they're not ridiculous. So I'm intrigued to see where the next probably 45 minutes goes.
Okay. All right, Tyler Perry.
Again, Tyler is And I think this has always been my frustration with Tyler Perry is I see you can do it. It's like I'm like you got all that money. There's no problem, man. You can tell me to shut the hell up any day because you obviously know how to make moves. True, like you know how to get to people that I don't know how to talk to. But that doesn't mean you make the best examples of things. You make yes, this happens in the world, but that doesn't mean everybody needs to see it. Like hell, Straight out of Compton didn't mean everybody needed to see it either. Okay.
Yeah.
But this you don't need to put it on video for everybody to see into perpetuity. Now,
you know what I think happened with Tyler Perry? I'm sorry, Jace. Go ahead. Finish this.
No, I was like, I think he just dial those one or two bad instincts back, and you will make great movies. I mean, you have the talent to make timeless classic movies that will outlive us if you just rein this back. There is nobody says you are not talented. You have just that little bit of instinct like, oh, I can make this funny. No, like just make that story and you will make great movies. And I think if it seems like he's getting to that point in life. He's like, I can make better movies. Let me do it.
And that's what I've been thinking. It's like you make enough of these things, eventually you'll get good at it, right? And I think seriously, it's like if you cook enough, you might suck in the beginning, but eventually you'll knock some stuff out of the park. Especially if you got a
see Straw, Javon?
I did. I liked it. I liked it a lot. I also took my grandmother who passed recently. We love you, Grandma. I took her maybe, I want to say, whenever Medea's family funeral, colonoscopy, or whatever it was, the one with the funeral. And that movie was so bad, I was expecting Tyler Perry himself to be outside apologizing once it was done and handing people their $20 back. That movie stunk. But like I said, you do anything enough, you do something enough, you'll get good at it. You'll learn from your mistakes, hopefully. And I think he has. He's making more well-rounded movies and fleshing out better characters. Because I think, what's the name of the one with Taraji's? Straw. I kept wanting to say Swing. Straw was actually a decent movie. It was a good movie.
I disagree with you on that, but okay.
I mean, listen.
When you finished watching it, we were disagreeing. I'm like, no, that didn't suck. I was like, I was like, yo, like this has a twist ending, but is this?
It could have been better, and he's got to stop being married to the idea of a twist. Everything doesn't have to be an M. Night Shyamalan Ding Dong project. Just make a movie. Make a movie and end it. It doesn't need to be.
I mean, I guess that was the thing. I like the twist in that movie, and I mean, just like M. Night, if he makes a twist, I like. I mean, I like the twist in not The Watchers,
The Mist, or The Village.
The Village. I like that twist. I did like.
So my deal with Straw and the twist in particular is. Mm-hmm. If you're watching it too close like I am, it doesn't make sense with a lot of things that play out over the course of the movie. And it's like there's so much. And I'm like, well, this part doesn't make sense. This doesn't either. And like the cop being such a raging lunatic, I'm like, this is just come on, dude. I feel like sometimes he does have to just be dramatic.
Yes. Now, here's the thing, Jeff. I will say this, and that's why I say it's a good movie, because it was a Tyler Perry production. If this was an Antoine Fuqua film, I would have been like, this shit is terrible. But
see, that's the whole thing. You say you're grading on a curve.
Yeah, man.
I did. I'm sorry.
I was sorry, too. Oh, gosh. I was like, this makes no sense. I wasn't even mad. I was like, it's Tyler Perry. Why am I mad? I don't need to be mad.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm just like, why is Tiana Taylor's wig a separate character in this movie? Okay. Like, she was power walking for no reason. I'm going to go street.
That wig should have had some lines of dialogue, man. That wig should have got its own credit in the film.
I hope it got a percentage of the cut. Because
You
I'm
ain't
like,
allowed to produce at least a producer credit.
yeah, man. My man Glenn Thurman, like, what is this? What boss is this crazy? Like, everybody was on like,
Whose boss is this crazy?
I was like, come on, man.
Why do you hate her so much?
Yeah. I was like, come on, dude. She got here late. I mean, you could just
what did she do?
Casually fire her. I mean, he was like smoke and brimstone, like, dude. I was like, and I was joking. I was like, you know what would be funny? Oh, and I was like, wow, that actually happened.
And he did
That's
it.
not
And he
funny.
did it.
That's
Yeah.
absurd. That's absurd, Tyler. What's happening? And I'm like, come on, man. And I'm like, this. And it's like, oh, the twist. And then we got to the twist. I'm like, this is ridiculous.
Oh,
why?
Right.
Nothing else makes sense.
If you watch it, how weird it is.
You know what?
I mean, that's one of the, like, because of somebody, you're like, wait, some of this doesn't mean it makes no sense, but you add the twist in there. It's like, oh, I can see how some of this crap happened to her.
No, it makes less sense. I think what we should do is we should film us watching the movie. You side by side with me. You try to defend it. You put your lawyer hat on.
Defend this movie. I mean, you know what? What's the one where?
Are you saying you want to watch it again? Is that what it is?
Mikhail Bridges from Supergirl. When my man has that top, that high top fade, I can't defend that. There's no way I can. and him messing with that old lady, I can't defend that. Like, there are certain things. Hey, I can't. That movie, I can defend.
And speaking of defending, Shannon Thornton, who's the lead in Finding Joy, I knew she was in a previous Tyler Perry movie, and I was looking through IMDb like I always do to reference it, and I'm like, where? I know she did a movie, and they changed the name of Mia Culpa, and I mean, outside of Harley Quinn, because it was just a mouthful, and that's why they need to change it, and they need to put Harley Quinn in the front of it. I've never seen a movie title change, and I'm like, what is happening? Your movie was this bad that you needed to change the title of it. All right, whatever. I think it's called My Fault now. And I'm like, no, it is your fault. Yeah, it is. They literally changed the title of the movie because I was like, where's this thing?
It's like the main character's name is Mia. Like, it's Mia's Culpa. Like, I mean, it actually is a bad legal drama. It made sense. I mean, it was very on brand with Tyler Perry. Like, spot on. Like, it was on brand. Like, come on, how do you change to My Fault? Like, My Fault was watching that movie, like, and not telling us, like, hey, I know what you're here for. I'll give you a sample of it, but you ain't really gonna get it. Like, come on.
That movie was so bad. I understand why you changed the title. But oh man, I was like, oh, this is so bad you changed it. All right, got you. So yeah, that was that. All right, it is that time. It's almost 10 o'clock. So let's talk about our nominees for Dummies of the Week. We've already had a few that we've mentioned, but Jace, since Chief bailed, he said he was going to go first, but then he was like, I'm tired, I'm exhausted. Let Jace do it. So I defer to Chief. You go ahead and give me your Dummy of the Week.
Oh man, well, that's you're doing for Chief. Like, I mean, got to. So I'm gonna once again run it back. My Dummy of the Week is Sydney Sweeney's agent, because all of this crap goes away with a couple good PR statements. Yeah, I can't get around this movie bombing, and yeah, that's not gonna happen. But we can get you out of controversy because you are replaceable, and I'd like to make some more money off you while you're still good at doing that. So release a nice generic PR statement. You guys misinterpreted. I'm sorry if anybody was offended by the Gene ads. We were being a little tongue-in-cheek. It didn't land. I apologize. American Eagle's like, yeah, sure, we don't care about it. That commercial ran about 6 months ago. We're good with it. And go from there. I mean, everything's like, hey, I don't talk about politics. I don't think that's the way to go. I really just want to make movies that people enjoy. Go from there. By not actually doing this and having a canned statement that Ruby Rose just literally sat up like it was college volleyball and smacked the hell out of it. Like the statement. You got to do better. Like, y'all get paid money to do this, and not to failing your client this bad, y'all are my Dummies of the Week.
All right, my nominee are some of the critics who are hating on Finding Joy because they're like, it's boring. And they'll go, it's, what you can say about some of the other Tyler Perry movies, they're never boring. Yes, but they're rarely good. And I will take a quiet, non cartoonish, buffoonish movie for Tyler Perry every day of the week over his normal brand of cinematic, questionable choice. And it'll go, oh man, I miss the old Tyler Perry production. Let's go back to that. You're gonna be my dummy of the week. Jay King, what's yours?
Ooh, I got three. Real quick. The New York Giants for firing Brian Dable and keeping the GM. Hey, listen, it's not helping you at any at this point. The whole team's on the IR. You should have, for one, fired the GM when he gave Daniel Jones' Saquon's money. Let Saquon walk out of the door for nothing. Then watch Daniel Jones walk out of the door and lead the Colts to a 8-2 record. You're an idiot. Get out of here. That's one. Number two is God, I want to say Shannon Sharp's payoff, his jump off. No, I'm sorry, it's not Shannon Sharp's jump off, it's Shannon Sharp. Your whole thing bought this girl a mansion, you idiot. You're 56 years old. She wasn't with you because you're a handsome guy with a great personality.
Now, what are you
She's
talking
with you
about?
because you have a lot of money.
Hey, Javon, hey, if we're
Now
talking about
skip. Jeff, Jake. No, yeah, Shannon, I hope you learned a lesson through all of that. And lastly, it's sports related. Listen, you do things to help build your team, but the Clippers took another swing and a miss when they brought in Bradley Beal from the Suns. He showed you the last 3 years he had nothing left. He had nothing left. It's like hiring me at $50 million a clip, so I can play 8 games and end up on the injury reserve list for the rest of the year because I'm opting out to get surgery that's going to keep me out for the rest of the year. Good job,
oh my
Clippers.
hip.
Oh, I'm done. And I'm going on the IR. Thanks, guys. Thanks for listening.
Appreciate these front row tickets to the games in LA, though.
I was thinking we were going to go with Nico Harris.
Well, we are
actually the week.
They kept him for actually getting rid of Luka. That still should merit dummy of the week.
Well, he got fired.
I'll say this about that: the Luka thing was personal, and that he should have got fired for that. But however you feel about it, the Antonio Davis thing, it's like, look, Antonio Davis is a champion and an MVP candidate every time he's healthy, and he's won in the playoffs. Luka has not.
You said
Luka hasn't won
Antonio,
yet.
Indiana Pacers, Antonio Davis, Anthony Davis.
Anthony Davis,
when he's healthy. Yeah.
When he's healthy.
Damn,
Jason, look, listen, Jason, I saw on Instagram recently where they were showing like the players' cars coming out of the stadiums, right? And they showed Luka and LeBron and whoever else is. And when they got to Anthony Davis, his ride was an ambulance, and I was like, you know what? This is why the internet is the undefeated bully of our lifetime, because of stuff like this. But at the same time, they're not telling no lies. It's just when Anthony Davis is healthy, man, he is hell on wheels. But it's not often that he's healthy. And they had a chance, a split chance that he had to trade that number 1 pick of Cooper Kupp to the Bucks along with some players to get Giannis, because Giannis wanted to leave, but he sat on their hand. Cooper Kupp, what's his name?
Los Angeles Rams.
I don't know. Yeah, Los Angeles Rams legend, the Cooper Flag Cup. I don't care, whatever his name is, who cares? They had a chance to trade that pick to Milwaukee to get Giannis. Milwaukee was open to it if they would have offered it, but they didn't, because they felt like we got to double down and bring in another guy to make everybody feel good about Luka. Screw that. You should have went in that direction, because now you'd have AD and Giannis in the front court waiting on Kyrie to get back. That's something.
You'd have had Giannis waiting on. You'd have had Giannis waiting for those two to get off IR.
Right.
But at least you have Giannis. You'd have Giannis. And AD would have been just fine. You're just only going to have him for 50 games or so. And I'm sorry, one more, y'all. Antonio Brown. What the hell? What the
Yeah.
hell?
Hey, anybody, if you're ever on the run from the law, don't go on IG. Hey, y'all, I'm living good in this. Wait, is that a skyscraper in the background? Yeah, man. I ain't gonna figure out where I am. I mean, it says "Welcome to Dubai" behind you, bruh. Come on.
Ugh. Well, with that, let's call this one a night. Chief, hope you're getting some good rest. J King, Jace, thank you all. Man, it's November. I hope this wasn't your final appearance for the quarter. I know we got you on the AD contract, so hopefully we'll see you again before the end of the year.
Yes, you will.
David Thanos, King Collector, Snake Eyes, Henry G, Jalen Parks, MOC Turtle, Mark A, Rick Cage, Esquire. Let's see. I said King Collector, Jalen Parks, David Thanos, Maurice Phillip, Ryan Daly.
Snake Eyes, Lost in Wallace.
Lost in Wallace. Yes, can't forget my guy.
MOC Turtle.
Yep. I think that's everybody. All right. Well, tomorrow, back at it again
Mark A.
for Figure Files. Definitely said Mark A. Hey. Okay. So with that, thank you all so much for tuning in. We will see you next week. For now, this episode of Lyle's Movie Files has been filed.